Briefly, let's look at the process of how a bill becomes a law in the United States Congress. Except for bills dealing with taxation and spending, all bills can originate in either house of Congress, the Senate or the House. So let's first say that a bill has been introduced by one or more of our U.S. senators. Once a bill is introduced, it is sent to a committee. Once the bill gets to that committee, the members of that committee will evaluate the bill to see if it's constitutional, and two, would it make our country better? If there is an answer of no to any one of those two questions, that bill dies in committee. If the bill passes those 2 points, it's constitutional, it'll make our country better, the senators will send it to a subcommittee, a smaller group from this committee, to look at the bill in more detail. Again, the members of the subcommittee will ask initially the main 2 questions. Is it constitutional? And is this something that will make the country better? So they will evaluate the bill. If they believe it's constitutional, it'll make our country better, the subcommittee will vote it out at a majority and send it back to the committee. If not, the bill, as most bills, will die in subcommittee. It returns back to the committee for review again. And if the overall committee believes that this is a bill that should be sent to the full Senate for consideration, they pass it out in a majority. If not, as most bills, it dies in committee. Once it gets back to the full Senate, it's debated, and eventually it's voted on. Again, the senators are voting on one. Is this good for my district? Is this good for the country? Is it constitutional? If it's yes to all or most of those questions, more than likely the Senate will have a majority and they will pass it out of the Senate and send it to the House, where the committee process, just as it here in the Senate, begins all over again. If not, the senators are not able to get a majority for that bill, the bill dies on the Senate floor. So let's say the bill passes the Senate floor debate, gets a majority, it's sent to the House, the committee procedure starts over again, it's introduced in the House, it goes to a committee, and then it goes to a subcommittee, and then if it passes the evaluation of the subcommittee and the committee, it then goes to the House, full House, for debate and consideration. If majority of the members of the House believe that this is a good bill for the country and it's constitutional, it'll get the majority, and then it will come to the president for approval or veto. If not, it doesn't get the majority, it dies on the House floor. Now, once it gets to the president, there are a few things that can happen. Immediately, the president can either approve the bill, and it can become law, or the president can veto it. And if the president vetoes, says no to this bill, he sends it back to Congress with the explanation of why this is not a good bill. However, if the president does nothing, takes no action while Congress is still in session for 10 days, the bill automatically becomes law. If Congress leaves and the president takes no action for 10 days, then what happens is what we call a pocket veto. The bill is automatically vetoed and it's sent back to Congress. So real quickly, in a review fashion, that's how a bill becomes a law out of the United States Congress.